Are we on live? Here we go. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us at Lightworker Secrets to Success with Adam, Rebecca, Pamela, and myself. And today we're so excited because there's a lot going on cosmically. So one of the things we titled this this video today, Full Moon Shenanigans. So we have a lot of stuff going on. There's the total eclipse, there's the blood moon, there's the full moon, and this is all happening on very early morning tomorrow. It's the first time, or in a long time, that it's happened on the day of an election. And, they talk about the total eclipse is here to clip out everything that is no longer relevant in our lives and for us to just let it go. There's some things that I have came across on social media that I thought was really cool. One is the upcoming blood moon eclipse. One talks about the Taurus lunar eclipse and eclipse energy report. So if you guys want me to, I could read some of those. Thought those are kind of cool for people to follow. And then after the full moon on November 8th, 11/11 is 11/11/22, which is a really big day for twin flames and being with your divine counterpart. And so that is also really a significant day coming up. So what do you guys want to hear first? Let me take a breath.
What are the choices?
Well, this is called the upcoming blood moon eclipse, November 8th. So let me just see, where did this come from? This is from Gasper Dolinar, if I'm saying that correctly. Thank you for your information. It says, this upcoming full moon is inviting you to fully release the incoherent energy in your mind, body, and soul so you can fully align with your purpose. That's why you may already feel like life has started calling you into a new direction, or you feel a need to focus more on what sparks joy in your life. To recognize that gentle voice you need to take care of, rejuvenate, self-care, and mental wellness. You deserve that after all the work you do and you did up until now. There is a path unfolding before you that is much greater than you could ever imagine. So one thing the last couple of weeks, Adam and I have been talking about, okay, what are we doing in our life right now that is just no longer relevant? Things that are just taking away from our energy that we just don't want to, that we're not aligned with anymore. So we had to make some pretty hard decisions on things that we wanted to clip out of our life that was kind of draining us. So you may be feeling the same way that we did. And so we made some decisions on what we were going to do and what we weren't going to do. And one of the things was getting back to our purpose. And that is one, opening up a holistic healing center in Costa Rica. So we have been really talking a lot about that and getting in alignment to create that. Okay, so did you guys want to talk about that?
Talk about our purpose?
Yeah, I mean, I just know, like, for me, energetically, I feel like, okay, what's in my life that I just no longer have any joy to give energy to? And has that happened to you guys recently? Have you had things you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. It doesn't bring me joy. It's not in alignment with what I'm doing now. So it's things that you're just kind of releasing. Have you released anything lately?
Yes, I got rid of my assistant.
Your assistant?
Yeah, but only temporarily.
Oh,
I needed to take a break. I've been working here since January, putting out YouTube videos.
yeah.
And I did a course and, I've been really locked into doing the work. But I haven't really found that much of an audience.
Okay.
So now my plan is to win the Powerball tonight.
Nice.
which will give me $1 billion in the bank.
And a big audience.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm quantum jumping, because when you quantum jump into the version of yourself that you want to be and you start claiming it. So this is what I'm going to do right away. Because I was a flight attendant, I'm going to buy my own jet.
Okay.
And I'm going to recruit some pilot that's probably sick of flying for an airline to be my private pilot. And I might buy a little island down in the Caribbean that's away from it all. And I'm going to spend money on marketing, and I'm going to call in all the people like you guys that are transformational coaches and what was the word I had for them? The people that are tuning people in to how to perform and function and self-actualize themselves as we move into the fifth dimension vibration of the whole earth. And because I'll have so much money, I can hire the best marketing and gather them together. And I really want to get these teachings into the school systems and stop programming the younger generations with this crap that they're learning, because you have to spend your whole adult life deprogramming yourself after you've spent your youth in elementary school, high school, and college getting programmed. And I want young people to learn how to think, how to meditate, how to pray effectively, how to claim their sovereignty, their dominion, and use their minds to do everything that we know how to do.
Yeah. Awesome.
My vision.
I love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
We have somebody who's actually watching us right now called Intuitive Goat, and they said that they are releasing some of the same stuff and they're manifesting. And I would like to remind you, instead of manifesting, that you start activating. Right? Because we had talked to that before in a previous that when you're manifesting, it's that whole process. But when you're activating, you're actualizing it, it's going to come faster for you. And thanks for being on our channel.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also about your resonance. Once you get your vibration right, that's why like attracts like. That's how Adam and Amanda got together. They resonated.
That's the whole thing is, thoughts send the emotional frequency out, but the feelings are the things that bring it back in and actualize it in the 3D world. So thoughts and feelings are so important when you are manifesting, to actually feel that feeling, to actualize that thing coming into your life. Like, so many people miss it. And I've talked about this hundreds of times on about The Secret. And I always broke it down to ask, believe, receive, ABR. So, everyone's like, oh, The Secret doesn't work. The Secret works exactly the way that it's designed to work if you're really in tune with that frequency. I don't know how many times they've said it on there. You've got to be in tune with it. You've got to first think the thoughts and then actualize it and feel that feeling like it's here and now. So ask, believe, receive, ABR. That's all I remember. And that's all I think about all the time is just, when I'm getting out of sync or out of tune with things, ABR it.
Nice.
Well, and you think about too, for those who have seen The Secret, they show the one thing with the girl was going in and talking to the one guy, and all the pictures, everything he had around his room was showing him with all these different women and stuff, and he wanted a relationship, but everything in his home was showing temporary things. So sometimes it's not just about, you asking, you're believing and receiving, but you also got to make sure that everything is in alignment with that, right? When we talk about energetically. And so, what you're putting out there, but look at around you, what's like, so we're talking about releasing things that don't serve us anymore. Maybe some of the things that can be released are things that you have in your home or in your environment. Sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's people, but sometimes it's just things we're holding on to, right? Because again, we want to create that void in order for the universe to fill the void for us.
Nice. I I just want to say Intuitive Goat, I think, is my friend Deshawn, the one that we've interviewed here before, who is doing fabulous things. We might want to re-interview her here on our page because she's the one that makes the beautiful jewelry made out of copper and all those beautiful stones. And then she has a lot of things. She actually just came out with her own Oracle card deck, I believe. And Deshawn, if I'm right about that, let us know. We'd love to have you back on here to interview you again. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit about so the lunar eclipse that we're having is in the house of Taurus. And it says the total lunar eclipse peaks until November 19th. We are at an exalted turning point for humanity. We are birthing more of our soul expression into this lifetime. Release and let go. Allow the old to be expressed on its way out. This will allow us to create within a different realm of awareness and expression. A new earth and consciousness is being birthed now. Embrace the expansion that follows the contraction. Okay, so that is amazing. It kind of goes based upon what we were talking about before with the full moon, and just releasing everything that's no longer serving us. I mean, just as the collective, I feel like we're releasing so much. Even if you're not consciously aware of it, we're releasing so much. For one, like, people always ask me things. I'm not very good at explaining things, but I feel it. I can feel it in my soul, in my body. I feel everything around me. So I don't always explain things very good verbally and communicate things very verbally, but I know when I'm releasing, because I can feel the energy shift. So if I know there's a lot more people like me who's like, wait, I feel a little bit more expansive. I feel a little bit more space. Sometimes when you're really cold, you're releasing. It can give you like chills because you're using your energy and you're just making your body cold.
Is
So
that
that's one way.
Is that why you're so cold right now?
I think I'm cold because I feel a draft. I'm right by a heater. It's not helping me at all. I put my coat on. Yeah, it's just kind of a chilly day today. So you have to be ready to release. I think when things are brought up for you to release, so many people have a tendency to hang onto them really tight because they're afraid of change. They're resisting change. But I have found the more resistant you are to things, harder things get. If you just let go and just, like they say, let go and let God, you can kind of have a sigh of relief and just like, oh, I don't have to be in control of that anymore. I could just let it go and fall where the chips may. Okay. So, go ahead.
You need to have a vision of what you want. You're letting go, but you also want to start to create and listen to what you might be directed to do next, and communicate with your higher self about that all day long. Yeah, I
think that's and get clarity. So when Adam and I, what was it, 2 weeks ago, Adam, we're like, okay, we're not going to do this anymore. Now we're putting our focus solely on what is really important to us and what we want to see happen. So like with the Holistic Healing Center, that's our number one top priority. And then also teaching access bar classes. So both of those things are like my number ones that we're doing. So, and then also growing Global Strong, which is a wonderful online community that helps entrepreneurs and soulpreneurs and small business owners and people like us to support each other when you don't feel like you could be supported by anybody else. All right. Well, this is a lot to read, but I will read it. So this is the Eclipse Energy Report. This is from the Divine Feminine 7777. So it says, we are in a powerful transformation since the solar eclipse, and soon we will experience another phase, which the lunar eclipse and the full moon, and will continue with the 11/11 portal. The eclipse season always brings great change that can also be seen in the physical. not just felt in the energies. It brings changes to our energetic system, but also the physical reality because of the higher timelines. A lot of you experience extreme tiredness, fatigue, and daily lack of energy, whole body tiredness, and not relieved by sleep. You can experience nausea, vertigo, pressure in the head, the sacral chakra, stomach, womb, etc. We're not clearing just our own fears, wounds, and blocks, but also the collective ones. The false beliefs and society rules that are keeping us stuck in low frequency energy. Our DNA was and is being upgraded. We have progressed so much that we have made it into a higher level, and the changes can be seen in the physical life. Small victories, change of the old system. Oh, I skipped a whole line. Sorry, guys. Small victories on many levels can be felt, and they bring on additional change of the old system. It feels like a snowball effect. So that's one of the things they're saying is we can connect to our soul easier, like Rebecca's talking about, connecting to your higher self, connecting and watching the old system go away. And we're all but ready for that. The old system has not been working for a long, long time. We're ready for that to be done, away with, let go of. So one of the things that we wanted to do was pull a card for the collective and to see with all these energies that were going on with the eclipse, with the full moon, the blood moon, and then the twin flame portal on 11/11, with all of those going on, what is the one message that the collective needs to hear? So Adam had pulled the soul's journey. Now we're all on a journey. So I've been shuffling. So oh, here goes this card. All right, so this card for the collective is growth. I want to expand my conscious and my awareness. Well, that's great. Access Bars does that 100%. So pretty cool. Let me see what it says in the book about that. Oh, it's so funny, guys. I turned right to it. My finger was here, but I was going this way. Anyways, okay. So you are constantly being presented with situations that enable you to develop your inner wisdom and assist you in advancing to higher levels of understanding. The lesson is to be aware of these events and recognize them for what they are. To live a mindful life is not only about respecting and honoring those around you. It is also about recognizing every person and circumstance in your path as a teacher. The constant chatter and diversions of your life on earth can distract you from the signpost that spirit has left on your path. Take the time to be aware of the bountiful wisdom that has been laid before you. Acknowledge these gifts and take them to heart as you continue to sojourn in this physical dimension. Don't look for the opportunities that you think you need. Instead, be receptive to the opportunities that you are given. Wow, that's pretty good. That's a really good message for the collective.
Yeah.
Yes.
Living now, taking whatever you have to work with right now and using it. And, you know, one of the reasons we came here to planet Earth too was to confront any fears that we have. And if something is fearful to you, the best thing to do is to transcend it somehow and overcome it. A lot of people have fear of whatever's going to happen tomorrow.
Right.
You know, they don't know, they're freaking out. But the reason we came here in this time is to test ourselves. That's one of the reasons. Plus, we also knew what was going to happen because you know everything when you're on the other side.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Well, I think we got some really great messages today. If you guys are watching this, or if you watch us later, type in the comments on what you are releasing and what is the one thing that you're going to focus on for your long-term goals. We'd love to hear about them and support you in those. Okay, well, great. It's been great. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. Share this with your friends if this resonates with you, and we will